Hey guys, it's WACK, and today is a very special day because the very first map pack, Havoc, is finally out for Advanced Warfare, and Havoc comes with 4 new multiplayer maps, a brand new multiplayer gun, and a brand new Zombies game mode for Advanced Warfare, and this is just exciting. The very first big piece of DLC for Advanced Warfare is out, and today I'm going to be talking about the whole map pack, and tomorrow I'll go more in depth with just the zombies, but I will talk about the zombies very briefly, very briefly, but let's talk about the 4 multiplayer maps since multiplayer is a big part of Advanced Warfare. And the very first map that we're going to be talking about is Urban. Now Urban takes place in like this city mall-like area. I think of it like New York City with like all these malls, all these stores, all these crash cars and everything, and it's a tiny map. So you're going to use like the ASM-1 or the KF-5 or those submachine guns, right? Or maybe even a shotgun at that point because of how tight everything is and how everything is fast-paced. There's a lot of small little buildings that you can't go into, but a lot of the action takes place in the middle. There's like a little staircase area that also takes place. But overall, this is just a crazy map, and it's one of my favorites out of the map pack, surprisingly. I thought I really wasn't going to like this, but it kind of reminds me of Arcaden from Modern Warfare 3, that little mall-like map, except this is just a lot more tighter. And going on to the second one, which is Core. Core, it takes place in the Gobi Desert. It's a really big map with really long hallways. So going to be using assault rifles like the AK or the IMR. More of those 3-round burst weapons I feel like will do justice for Gore because of how long the map is. There's a lot of long hallways that you're going to be shooting down, and there's also a little center area, right, where a lot of the action does take place. So similar to how Urban is, the middle map is where a lot of the action is going to be, but also the sides of the map is where you're able to flank around people. A special little thing that does come with Core is that if you do get the little special kill streak that comes with this map, little drones come out from the ground and seeks out the nearest enemy. So if you do get that little chem strike or kill streak, whatever it's called, that is going to be happening. That little drones are going to be coming out of the ground, just seeking out the nearest enemy. So that's Core. Not really one of my favorites. I mean, I'm not really a fan of desert maps all that much, and this one just really didn't interest me. It doesn't really play well for me, at least. But let's go and talk about another map that I was actually really looking forward to, and that I think is going to be my favorite map of all time for Advanced Warfare, and that is Drift. Now, Drift takes place in like this little estate, Colorado Rockies ski resort. That's the word I'm looking for, like a ski resort, right? Little shops, it's a snowy wonderland, Christmas is everywhere. It reminds me of Elf, the movie. I love that movie. Will Ferrell's my dog. This map is my dog. I love this whole map. I love the scenery. It plays very well. It's set up differently, but I think the scenery just makes up for it. I really liked Frost from Black Ops 2, and that kind of reminds me of this map. Drift, going into the map pack, I knew I was going to love this, and coming out of it, talking about it right now, I love it. I love the scenery, love everything. It's a Christmas wonderland. How can you hate this? The one thing that's a little bit weird, but also kind of cool with this map is that if you do, again, get like the chem strike like thing, or get like the little kill streak for this map, an avalanche does come. No, wait, it's not even a kill streak. It just happens like I think 5 minutes in the map. So it's not a kill streak. It will happen no matter what, but an avalanche does come down on I think 1/3 of the map, and that map is still playable, but it's surrounded with snow. You don't really want to go on that side of the map, so stay away from the avalanche. It does kill you, but that does happen in Drift. Now let's talk about the 4th and final multiplayer map pack, which is Sideshow. Now this is definitely a unique map. Going into it, I didn't know what to think. Sideshow takes place in, like, I think the Nevada desert, or just some sort of abandoned desert, right? With a motel, with 2 motels actually, with carnival-like trains, or carnival-like, what's the word I'm looking for? Trucks that goes and takes the carnival from place to place. In the middle of the map, there's a little clown also, which we'll talk more about it. But overall, this whole map's just weird. It's not even, it is a map, but it's not set up like a normal map, like how Urban is, or like how Drift is. It's just set in the middle of the map, and I thought for a second that it was going to be a remake from Convoy from Black Ops 1, but it's not. This map kind of reminds me of what's that Black Ops 1 map? I'll put a picture on the screen since I can't remember the name, but it kind of reminds me of that map, right? And the cool thing about this, 5 minutes in, like it was in the Drift map is 5 minutes in, the little clown in the middle of the map will lift up his hat and bombs will actually come out, followed by like a little stream of rainbow, and you gotta go chase after those bombs, and those can actually be used to kill your enemies. So that's like a little unique thing that we haven't really seen before in Advanced Warfare that I really do like. Being able to chase after bombs with a colorful rainbow stream and use those bombs against your enemies. I really did like it. Sideshow, it's different, man. It's weird, it's unique. If you don't like clowns, you won't like this because it sets place in the carnival-like scenery, and if you hate that, then you're probably not going to like this map. But let's quickly touch base on the AE4 because that was brought to Advanced Warfare a month early if you were on, I think, the Xbox One 360 and you had the Season Pass. Overall, the AE4, it's nothing special. It's just another gun. It did recently get a buff, so it may be better, but overall, from the time I played with it, it wasn't anything special. It overheated quite a lot, which really dumbed it down a little bit, so if you're worried about that gun ruining the whole experience of Advanced Warfare, it won't. It's like the Peacekeeper from Black Ops 2. It was just another gun. It didn't ruin the experience. It was a lot of fun to use. That's how the AE4 is. There's also the AE4 Widowmaker, which ups the, I think, accuracy and downs the fire range, which just makes it a little bit more worse, but that's the AE4. Let's talk about the zombies real quickly, because tomorrow I will be talking about the zombies. So, the zombies, it's just, not just like Treyarch, but it's very similar to how Treyarch Zombies is. There's a lot of goodies like max ammo, the nuke, the what is it, one-shot kill or insta-kill or whatnot. So there's a lot of those drop things that you saw in previous Zombies games that's in this Advanced Warfare Zombies game. Also, perks are returning, Sleight of Hand, Juggernaut, all those goodies are also returning into this Exo Zombies mode. What else? The Mystery Box, it's different, right? I will talk more about it tomorrow, but briefly, it's sort of like the Mystery Box, except you can actually choose your weapon if you get it at the exact same time. It's sort of weird, but again, I'll explain more zombies tomorrow. And one last thing about zombies that I think I should have mentioned. Upgrading, you can upgrade off the wall. You don't need to go to the Pack-a-Punch, except it's not really worth it all that much. And there's like another zombies round where infected zombies goes and infects you, right? And you have a minute to get to a decamination. I can't say that word. I can't say it. I'm not going to continue. Decamination. I didn't even say it right, but I tried. Where you just cleanse yourself, right? And you just do this every time you get touched by a zombie, and it's just like a dog round. And also, dogs are returning into the zombies. So that's pretty much all zombies that I could talk about in a short period of time. Come by tomorrow if you want to hear me talk about more in depth, but that's Havoc. So let me know if you're going to be getting it. Let me know how you are liking it. Let me know what your favorite map is. Mine, Drift. It has to be Drift. I love that Winter Wonderland. So see you guys later. Enjoy Havoc, and bye.